begin with that shocking case of domestic abuse out of Fort Worth. Good evening, everybody. I'm Casey Stiegel. Police say a man murdered his former girlfriend and then fled with their 7-month-old son. Investigators discovered the victim's body last Wednesday inside her apartment on Harris Parkway. Detectives tell us the suspect drove the child to his parents' home in New Mexico. Then days later, he was arrested in El Paso and will now be extradited back to Tarrant County. The little boy has been safely returned back to Fort Worth, where the victim's family will now raise him. Fox 4's Vanya Castillo working tonight's top story and joins us now with the live update. Hi, Vanya.
Hi, Casey. Yeah, Talia Sanchez's family tells me that she was a bright young woman who would have never left her son behind if she'd been given the chance. She would have chosen him every time, but sadly, her life was cut short. I don't want her just to be a victim.
Teresa Lovett says it started with a fight between Elijah Jacobo and Talia Sanchez, who shared a 7-month-old baby named Levi.
And my sister said, then leave, go to my house and just separate from her for now so that way y'all can cool off.
Knowing something wasn't right, Sanchez's sister reached out to her asking what was going on.
Talia never responded back to the message. And Elijah called Venus back and said, oh, she's calmed down now.
After not hearing from Sanchez for days, her family began to worry. Her mom was able to track her phone to her job and found it hidden behind a pillar in the parking garage. On Wednesday, February 11th at 11:53 a.m., Fort Worth police were called to do a welfare check and found that Sanchez was dead. But the family had no time to grieve.
But at that moment, we didn't know where Levi was. We were asking the police, is he in there? Where is Levi? And nobody could give us any answers.
Sanchez's family says they received a call from Jacobo's father that he'd dropped the baby off at their home in New Mexico.
Elijah's father had reached out to my sister, to my sister's husband, where's Talia? What's going on?
Baby Levi was taken into the care of CPS in New Mexico, but is now back at home with Sanchez's mother, who now waits anxiously for the day when she'll have to explain why his mom isn't here.
We'll tell him the truth gently, as kindly as we can, but we need him to know that his mother didn't choose this, that she would have desperately chosen him every time.
Fort Worth police say Jacobo was arrested in El Paso on Friday. He's booked into the El Paso County Jail and is facing murder charges.
She would want us to be happy, and so we're not going to allow ourselves to be pulled into all of the evilness of what he did.
Her family says they don't want her life to be overshadowed by the way it was taken.
She was so brilliantly amazing, and her personality was just, we can't let her go that way. People deserve to know her, and she deserves to be known. She was amazing. Well, Sanchez's family says they are raising money to try and help cover funeral expenses as well as legal representation for baby Levi as his parents fight to ensure custody. Back to you, Casey.
Heart just goes out to that family. Fox 4's Vanya Castillo reporting live for us. Vanya, thank you.